Hey everybody. Oh my gosh. It's not until I get on camera that I notice that my hair is like a hot mess. So excuse the crazy like little hairs. And I'm going to wash my hands before I start baking. But I wanted to come on live. I had a couple people, I made some cookies for my daughter-in-law's baby shower the other day. And I'm gonna make some more sugar cookies for my great niece, her baptism, and then for my little grandson's baptism. Everybody knows Fritzy. And so I thought I would make some cookies for his baptism, which is in a couple weeks or a couple of Saturdays. And so a couple people have asked me, you guys, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And honestly, my sister Jamie is the one that gave me her recipe, and they are the best, probably the best sugar cookies I've ever had. Other than the ones that I get in Utah. And I get those from Sugar Fix. So if you want some really good sugar cookies, get them from Sugar Fix. Those are amazing. But if you want to try making them yourself, I'm going to show you what I made. And honestly, the cookies themselves are so good. They're not overly sweet. They're super soft. And if you make them, Jamie calls them blanks. If you make the blanks and put them in a bag, a Ziploc bag, sit them on your counter, they will actually last for a couple weeks before you frost them. You use royal frosting. I'm actually just going to make the sugar cookie part right now, and then I'll come back and do some. Oh gosh, I can't. I hope you guys. I can't see any. I can't see. Let's see, any. I can't see any comments. So if you guys are commenting, maybe I'll look on my phone. If you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments, because I'll go back and answer later. Let's see, shall we? Yeah, let's see. Oh, there is one comment. Hi, Ange. So you were one of the people that had asked me about the sugar cookies. So I'm glad that you're on. And I'm there we go. Hey, Dale. Now they're showing up. Who knows why? Anyway, hi, Dale. So again, this is my sister's sugar cookie recipe. She got it from somebody else. Best sugar cookies I've had. And I honestly thought that they were super hard to make. You know, the thick, pretty cookies and stuff. They're not that hard. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I used. I'm going to go through. Now, the one thing that I'm really kind of bummed about is she wanted me to get this particular rolling pin. And I ordered it online because no store around here had it. It didn't ever come. I got so mad. I got so mad that I just did it with my own. I did it with my own rolling pin that I already had. You guys, if you guys don't know, I'm not sick. I have allergies that are really bad. I also, if I don't talk for a while, if you guys don't know, I have a damaged vocal cord, and if I don't talk, it paralyzes, and so I sound like totally crazy sometimes. So I'm not sick. Allergies, damaged vocal cord, that's what happened. Anyway, so I'm gonna go through the recipe really fast. If you want to make cookies, make sure that like in the morning, you set out 2 sticks of butter, because they need to thaw. Do not put them in the microwave. Don't melt them, but you could tell when they're ready. Look, I can squish it. I can squish. So these have been sitting out since early this morning, just at room temperature, and I can squish them. You don't want it to melt, and that's, my grandma taught me that a long time ago. You preheat the oven. Thank you, oven. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Every oven is totally different. And just an FYI, this is not a commercial kitchen. I'm not selling these cookies. I'm making these for my family. So you might see things that aren't, I try to keep my kitchen as clean as possible, so no criticizing my kitchen. Okay, so 2 sticks of unsalted butter. Unsalted. Make sure it's unsalted. And you want it at room temperature. This is what I thought was really easy and really or interesting, and I think that this is what makes it different. You use 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, not granular sugar, but powdered sugar, and then just 1 egg, just one regular egg, a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I will put the ingredients in the description after. Okay, and then this is the other thing. Do not use regular vanilla, right? I didn't know that. This is called Butter Vanilla Bakery Emulsion. I got it at Michael's. You can get it wherever, like, I think you can even probably get it online. But this is called Bakery Emulsion. Butter Vanilla Bakery Emulsion. I don't know why, but this is what you use. Okay. So I've another thing that's really important is to you. You're here for the cookies. Me too. Okay, you guys, they're so good. I'm telling you, I'm like, my mouth is salivating. And I've been, eating a lot better. Hi, baby. How are you, Kayla? What's really, my mouth is starting to salivate because I want these, but I've been trying not to eat, processed things and sugar and stuff like that. And anyway, but that's okay. I also want you to know, use silicone baking sheets. Now, I have 2 different kinds of baking sheets, and I'm going to show you the ones that I prefer. Never hear that. I didn't either. I had never heard of it. Okay, so these are Kidzini baking sheets, and I bought these a long time ago to sit inside my my cookie sheets, and I've used both. These are good to roll out the dough and put it on my counter. I like these for that. I use these in my cookie sheets, and I used my other kind that I'm going to show you, and I used it on the same oven, the same time, and these not burnt. The edges and the bottom of my cookies were browner, and I didn't like that. So I will not be using my Kidzini ones, but I do love the Kidzini ones. Like I said, on my counter, they stick on my counter. They're not going anywhere. They don't move. And I like it for that. So I love my Kidzinis for those. Okay, so my daughter-in-law, Sarah, sells Epicure. I don't know if you've ever heard of Epicure. I had never heard it until she started using it. But I love, L-O-V-E, love in capital letters, exclamation point. I love their silicone sheets. They come with a little, I love these little quarter sheets. Aren't they fun? But these are the best silicone sheets I've ever used, and I've used several kinds. And they cooked the cookies, they baked the cookies really well, and they were perfect. And I'm going to show you. I have some blanks that I had extras that I made. This is what they look like on the bottom. And they baked them all the way through, and okay. So those are my blanks. Also, they have them in a full size. I might have a few. I'm just saying. They also have a full size cookie sheet with a silicone sheet. If you want the information on these silicone sheets and cookie sheets, I'll get you the information. But like I said, they're the best I've ever tried, and I don't know why, they just work. But I have quarter sheets. I have a lot of quarter sheets, and I have 1 full sheet, and I love them. So just an FYI, guys. All right. So I've got all my stuff. I'm gonna, let's see. Hi, Miss Lane. All right, hold on. I need some water. Where's my water? My mouth gets dry too. I'm gonna wash my hands. And I have, and another thing about this is you don't have to refrigerate the dough after making it. You just, you can roll it right out and cut the cookies and bake them. And like I said, once you let them cool and everything, you put them in a bag and you can keep them for 2 weeks, or you can ice them in about 3 hours. You really need, that's another thing too, is if you're gonna ice them, wait 3 hours. You really have to make sure that they are cool, because you don't want the icing to melt on the cookie. Okay, so, oh, I have to show you what I made. I have to show you. So I did keep one so I could show you guys. Our new grandbaby, his little animal is a whale. And I bought this cute little whale cookie cutter, and I made whale cookies. I think they look like piranhas. I'm just saying, but it was good for a first try, right? It's good. It was good. My friend Sherry also made cookies, and hers were amazingly beautiful. They were gorgeous. She does this, but I tried it too, and I'm telling you, they look like piranha. You can't unsee the piranha now, right? Anyway, okay, so we're gonna start, and I'm gonna point you guys down right here so you guys can see my cute KitchenAid. I'm gonna switch it over just a little bit, and I use the whisk attachment, and oh gosh, it still has royal icing mix. Okay, hold on. I just have little like bits of royal icing in there. I thought I cleaned my machine. I guess I didn't. Okay, so in the mixer, you're gonna cream together the butter and the powdered sugar on medium speed until light and fluffy. And again, you want your butter at room temperature. It is unsalted. You want 2 sticks, and remember, it's smushy. Now that I've smushed it, I'm gonna get my, hold on, I have another one too that I really like. So I have 2 different kinds of rubber spatulas that I like. I have one that's a KitchenAid. It's just a regular KitchenAid one. And then Epicure. I like this one. It kind of gets in all the little nooks and crannies. And it's a little smaller. So we're gonna put this in here. On her recipe, it does say that you can sift the powdered sugar. I did not, and it didn't matter. I don't think it's necessary, and I'm all about easy, man. I did note that when I did this part, you will get a fluff of powdered sugar, so just beware. You're gonna have a mess, and that's okay. Baking is about making a mess. So you want 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. I bought all new powdered sugar and flour for the making the cookies. So let's see, 1.5 cups. Got my 1/2 cup. I'm gonna do this 3 times, and just level. And of course, powdered sugar is like, thick flour. So it's messy. So if you're a clean as you go kind of person like me, get over it, because it gets everywhere. So another thing too, keep the powdered sugar out, because you're gonna put the powdered sugar on the sheet to roll out the dough. So I'm gonna set that aside. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cream this together. I started, oh gosh, If you're afraid of everything getting all over the place, I always suggest putting a towel over it just to start off with. I like to peek. I have it on low. Okay, there we go. Ooh, see? It got it, like all of a sudden you turn it up and it goes everywhere. And it takes a minute. If you notice that your butter is stuck, and I can see that it got stuck pretty quick, take and stop it and then push the butter through. You guys, I'm not a professional baker. I'm just going to point that out again. I love to bake, and I love to make cookies and brownies and all the things, but I am not a professional. So I'm just telling you what I do. Okay. So you're just wanting to do that. I don't know if you guys can see that real well. Hi, Miss Teresa. Hi, Tracy. I'm funny. Oh yeah, powdered sugar does taste way better. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that real well or not, but it's starting to really like get all of the powdered sugar. I'm gonna stop it again because it kind of like did this. And I wanna get all the powdered sugar remnants off the bottom. Okay, and I'm gonna push that through again. You guys, I'm not very good at, well, I'm not saying I'm not. I'm going to say that before I did this, I was afraid. And, like, I thought it was going to be so hard. And I see all those really great tutorials. And they make it look so easy. And I'm like, there's no way. There's just no way. So, okay, I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to kind of speed it up a little bit. And now it's getting, like, fluffy. Okay, I'm gonna stop it. It now is super fluffy, and I'm gonna take this off so you guys can see. Oh gosh, can you guys see that? See how fluffy that is? Again, there's like, you have to stop and take it and smush it out. So technical, right? Okay. Take it off the sides, take it off the bottom. Now, the recipe that I have that she gave me says it makes about 12 to 15 cookies. I actually got more out of it than 12 to 15 cookies. All right. So the next thing that we're going to put in here is the egg. So like the liquid ingredients. So we're going to take the egg. Right. And then we're going to take the butter emulsion. So this is the butter vanilla emulsion. And again, I got it at like, I got mine at Michael's. I think you could probably get it at other places that have like cake supplies. And we want 3 teaspoons of this. That's half. I can't even read anymore. Oh, there. I'm like, I know I have a teaspoon somewhere. Okay. So 1. It's pretty thick too. 2. I tried it, like I tasted it. It tastes a little more acidic than regular vanilla. So I'm not sure what it is exactly, but I just know it's very smooth. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. I have to wash that. So now I'm going to just turn this on to medium. Stir that up. I'm going to wash that little teaspoon real fast. Let's see. Oh, see, that's awesome. Yeah, see, I've never used it before. You know, Elaine, I'll try doing some gluten-free ones because again, I think it with the gluten-free flour, it's a different mixture, and like I know that like you are gluten-free and so is your sister, and we have some friends, and Kurt and I are trying to do gluten-free. I'm gonna try it and see what I can come up with. I just know that it mixes different, and so I've got to figure that out. Use a this thing, the KitchenAid splatter cap. It doesn't matter. It still comes out. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I have everything KitchenAid in here that it's my teal color. Hi, Wendy. Yeah, I'll put the recipe in the, again, I got the recipe from my sister. It's awesome. And yeah, I'll put it in the description after. Yep, I will. I'll post it. Yeah, okay. As long as you're my taste tester, Elaine, I'll make you cookies. Okay. So it looks pretty good. And so now what I'm going to do is put the dry ingredients in here, and make sure that your teaspoon is nice and dry after you wash it. It's going to be 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So I just used the Clabber Girl one, and it has like this lip on it. So I use that to level it off. 1, 2, and then 1 teaspoon salt. I'm just gonna pour that out. Okay, I saw something in there. Oh, I thought I saw something. Before I poured it in, I wanted to make sure there was nothing in it. It was just salt. And then I'm gonna mix that up. Okay. Give it a good whip. Okay. So now the next thing that you put in, and you don't want to do this all at once. You want to slowly add the flour. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put in 2 3/4 cup all-purpose flour. You don't have to sift it. I'll probably end up using most of this. So I'm just going to open up the bag. All right, so I'm just going to start going. And this is another thing that you're going to do where you're probably going to have to stop it and start it, taking stuff off the side. That's 1/2 cup. Woo! Be careful. And it's still nice and fluffy. So we know it's just batter at this point. So that's 1 cup. This is the 1/3 1/2 cup. And it's starting to get like mixed together and kind of come off the sides. And then, you know, this is something I've learned with cookies over the years. You'll know that your batter or your dough is ready when everything comes off the sides. It's still kind of a batter look. So now this is 2 cups. And I didn't use anything fancy, no fancy flour or anything. Okay, I'm gonna just stop it for a second, see how it's still battery looking. I wanna make sure that I get all of that off. And then I'm gonna make sure that I get all of that flour and stuff, make sure it's all off the side. Here we go. Okay. So that was 3. So here's 2 cups. And it's starting to pull off the side a little bit, still battery. Oh, Ken, these are, oh, hi, Sean. These are totally the best cookies. This is my sister's recipe, you guys. Best sugar cookies ever. So that was 2 cups. I'm so excited to see you, Shawnee. Just like 3 weeks, I'm so excited. That was 2 cups of flour. I'm doing it half a cup at a time. Here's 2.5 cups. I'll put the recipe in the description later. I'm telling you guys, my sister makes the best sugar cookies. And if you don't want to ice them right away, you can let them sit in a bag up to 2 weeks on the counter. Okay, again, this is 2.5 cups. And see, you can kind of see that it's almost there. Almost there. You want to take everything off the side. Almost. We're going to put another little 1/4 cup in here, and it should be good. But I want to make sure that I get all the remnants. Oh, another thing too is I need to take off all my rings because you're going to get dirty next. So take off all your rings if you don't want cookie dough in your rings. All right. I've got flour everywhere, you guys. I'll need to dust. Okay. So I'm going to add one little last bit. Oh gosh, it is getting a little hard. So I'm going to take another little 1/4 cup, and that will be it. There we go. You might need to lock it down so it doesn't move for this last bit. Yeah, it's all off the sides now, and it's crumbly, but that's okay. All right, so, unlock. See how it comes right off of the whisk? It's still moist. I know people don't like that word, but look how it falls right off when I push, where before it was real sticky, okay? So I'm gonna pull my whisk off. And then I'm gonna take this off. I'll show you guys. See? It comes right off the sides. See how nice that is? All right. So pretty. This is good. This is good dough. All right. So I'm gonna put this guy down, move this stuff over. I've got my silicone baking sheet. Oh, by the way, do you guys love the lights? Kurt put some lights under my cabinet for me. That's so awesome. I'm using powdered sugar on my silicone sheet. Because why not? Tastes much better than flour, right? And I do believe that powdered sugar is gluten-free. I'm just saying. you're going to want to, this is where you get really messy, you guys. You want to use the powdered sugar on your hands. Oh no, that's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, I've always had a KitchenAid. My grandma had a KitchenAid. My mom had KitchenAids. My sister has a KitchenAid. We all have KitchenAids. Okay, so just kind of take it all out. And so you got this big old clump, right? There's a big old clump of sugar cookie. So you're just going to kind of gather it all together and smush it. That's a technical term, okay? Don't forget that. Smush it. There we go. Just kind of like roll it over, get it all together. Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, whenever you have like a sugar cookie and you and it tastes floury, right? If you roll it out on flour, at least this has a little bit of a sweet taste. Okay. Oh, where's my? I washed my rolling pin. So, like I said, my sister uses another rolling pin that I really am excited to get, but it never arrived. I'm really sad about that. But I'm just using my regular old rolling pin, and I got around it. It's fine. It wasn't perfect. But what you're going to do is you're going to roll out your dough. And if you don't have a big enough space, you can always cut it in half, cut the dough in half, and roll out the dough a little at a time. Okay. So you want your cookies about 3/8 of an inch thick, or you want your dough about 3/8 of an inch thick. And the rolling pin that she uses has like these gauges that you can tell how thick your dough is. I literally, guys, use a measuring tape. And I go like this. Is it 3/8 of an inch? No, it's 1/2 an inch. Too much. I don't think I have, I think I put this in two bits. So I'm going to kind of take some of this off to the side. So I have more room to roll it out. And if you need to, add some more. Doesn't have to be perfect either, you guys. Okay. Get that measuring tape out. And you kind of want to, yeah, that's better. I know, so technical. All right, so for my little great niece, I am doing these cute little cookie cutter cutouts. Let's see, my mom has both, and I was given Bosch for wedding. Oh, I love that rolling pin. It's awesome. I've had it like probably since Kurt and I got married. So I have these cookie cutter cutouts. So my grandson and my great niece are getting baptized, and I got these cute little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but they have like little embossing. I got these like forever ago, thinking that someday I'd have grandchildren and they would get baptized. So what I did personally, I started in the middle, and I just like them. They're super cute. I push down, and then you push the embossing thing, and it pops up just like that. Okay? And it's so cute. So I'm just going to make a few. Push, push, pop. Okay, push, push, pop. Just going to keep doing this. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to ice these yet. But like I said, they taste really good even without even without any icing on them. Okay, I'm gonna grab my sheets. Again, these are silicone sheets from Epicure. And I'll get you guys the information. My daughter-in-law sells Epicure and I love it. They're my favorite by far. Okay, so I have my little spatula here and I'm just gonna take away any of the dough that is around the cookies. And it's okay if they break or anything or whatever because you can always put them back. Ta-da! And then I can get about 6 cookies on each of these baking sheets. And you want to space them out just a little. They do kind of puff up. And you don't want them to like melt into each other. And if I miss anybody's comments, I'll come back and answer. I want it to be the right. There we go. Perfect. The oven is on 400, and I'm going to put these in the oven for 7 minutes. Look how cute those are, you guys. Look how cute. Aren't those cute? I'm gonna pop these in the oven. There we go. I'm gonna grab my other sheet. And I like these quarter sheets because I can do 6 at a time. And I rotate, I'm making cookies 7 minutes at a time is basically what it is. Oh, there's a little piece right there. All right, so again, we are going to roll these out. So gather it all back together. Kind of fun playing. It's like Play-Doh. Let's see, am I missing anything? Yeah. So just kind of gather all the dough, put a little bit more sugar on my silicone sheet. And this silicone sheet is called Cassini. I like it. It just, like I said before, I didn't like how it cooked. But I like the fact that I can stick it on my counter. If you get a lot of cracks, you can always flip it over and see how smooth it is on that side. And then roll it out some more. The cracks don't matter because you're going to cover it up. Cover it up with frosting. And after a while, you can kind of tell how thick you want your cookies. I know my sister loves her rolling pin, but like I said, I tried ordering it, never showed up, so I had to cancel my order. So I'll try going to the cake supply place. There we go. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm gonna probably end up frosting these tomorrow or Friday. And if I ever find the rolling pin, I'll let you guys know. And I'll show you what it looks like. All right, let's do some more. And I don't know if you guys like your sugar cookies super sweet. I don't particularly like cookies super sweet. And so I think that's why I really like this dough. I think with the dough that you get at, like, that's already made, If you know, in the tubes, have you ever tried the tube type of cookie dough? It's so sugary and I don't love it, and it tastes fake anyway, so. And like I said, I don't really care what the outside looks like. I start from the center. There we go. I just need one more for this guy. And I'll set him aside and wait until the other one is done. And I can pop that in. And you could use whatever cookie, I mean, you can see how thick these are. These are nice. They're not quite half an inch. They're 3/8 of an inch thick. Okay, I'll get the name of it. On the rolling pin that Jamie has, it has these like little discs so that you can determine the thickness of what you're rolling out. And they are color coded. Like I think she uses the orange or the yellow disc on the ends so that when you're rolling out, the dough is completely the same height all the way across. Yeah, Amazon has that's who did not get me my rolling pin. I'm just saying. Because I couldn't find it around here. And so it made me really mad because like I said, I was making cookies for my daughter-in-law's baby shower last week. And I just said, screw it. Gonna do it the old-fashioned way. People who made cookies in the olden days didn't have those fancy rolling pins. So I just used my regular, I think this is a Tupperware one, that I literally have had since Kurt and I got married, probably. So that's a long time, you guys. We've been married 27 years, so long time, long time. And like I said, when you start doing it and you realize how thick you need it, you kind of figure it out. And you won't have to measure it. But I still measured the first time because I can get a visual and I can see it. Okay, just turn it over. Also, if you ever get cracks, you can always put a little bit of water on the crack to fix it. If you can't just like smooth it, you can add a little water. Okay. So I also have these cute other cookie cutters. I'll do a couple of these. We're so excited because like I said, my little great niece is getting baptized this Saturday. And then my grandson, oops, gotta go get those. So I'm gonna show you. At first I thought, oh, they don't look good, they don't look done. But no, they don't look burnt. That's what. So you leave them on this and let them cool. So I'm just going to sit it on my counter and let them cool. I'm going to put the other ones in. Just let those cool. I could probably get one more little round right there. All right. You always have to have one cookie that, you know, cracks because, you know, you got to taste them, right? Taste all the cracked ones. Hi, Tareen. Hi, Linda. How are you? Okay. So, oh, you're working on your she shed? That's so awesome. All right. So I'm going to continue just really quick making a few more. That's so far I've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 2 of those were big. I'm sure I can get at least another dozen. So hope you guys don't mind just hanging out with me while I'm baking cookies. And if you're gonna do royal icing or frosting at all on these cookies, you wanna make sure that you let them sit for 3 hours minimum. Because you do not want that icing to, you don't want that icing to melt on those cookies. All right. Few more. I'll do them on the big one this time. Finish it up. It's been a little windy here today, but nice, pleasant, really pleasant. I can't wait to see your she shed, Dale. Come on, there we go. I'm like, it's supposed to pop up. See, and really was not hard at all to make these. Again, I'm really shocked. I thought it was like some grand secret to make yummy cookies. Also, I mean, I've had really beautiful looking cookies and they were terrible. So you can have, you know, you can make really yummy cookies and they are beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna roll out the rest of the dough, finish this up. Like I said, making some sugar cookies 7 minutes at a time. My sister is the awesome cookie maker. I just know how to follow a recipe. Okay. And as soon as I get off, I'll put the recipe in the in the description so you guys know. And then when I get I'll let you know the rolling pin that she uses. And I'll let you know if I ever get it, first of all. And there you go. This one does have like a bunch of different little things, but you could change out the little embosser, but I'm not doing that. Come on, there we go. And I love sugar cookies. They're my absolute favorites, but I like a good sugar cookie. I don't like them dry and hard. Let's see if I can squeak one in there, maybe. And you can use whatever shape you want. I just happen to have these. They were cute. Now, if you didn't want to bake these right away, you totally could. I did that. I put the dough in the fridge, and but again, because there's butter in the dough, it'll harden up in the fridge. So you want to set it out just like what we did with the butter. For these, you want to set it out in the morning, and then by the afternoon it should be soft. Do not stick it in the microwave. That would be bad. Because you don't want it to, a little bit of it came off. Stick it right there. You don't want it to melt unevenly. I could probably get 2 more cookies out of this. So that's a dozen, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So over 2 dozen. Over 2 dozen off of this one batch. So if you are wanting to make more, you can totally double the recipe. Let me get that real fast. They're looking really good, look. They look great. And you don't want to touch them, but like if you touch them, you can feel how firm they are. They look really great. All right, got to get me 2 more cookies out of this. I like when it pops up. And this would be easy to do with the kids. If you get the dough ready. These 2 might be a little thinner because I was trying to squeak out 2 more cookies. All right, gonna set those aside. Wash my hands. I'll tell you something, my hands are very moisturized because I'm basically using butter lotion when you bake the cookies. So I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, I have the one in the oven right now that'll be done in about 5 minutes, and then I have the other dozen sitting right here that will be done in another 7 minutes after that. And then I'm just gonna let them, you just let them sit on the silicone sheets. Now I will, once they've kind of cooled there, I'm gonna lay out, now I do have granite countertops, so it's kind of nice. I'll lay out some parchment on my countertops and then just transfer them to the parchment and just let them sit for 3 hours. And then I'll put them in a bag, and then tomorrow, I will, I'll ice them. Okay, so let's see, somebody asked something. Oh, thank you. I love my KitchenAid too. I was so excited. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, so you don't want to overcook them, and that's really important. Because I called Jamie at like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, they don't look done. And she goes, do not overcook them. Okay. All right, fine. I'll trust you. She goes, they don't look done, but they really are. And that's the thing. You want to leave them on the silicone sheets. They'll dry. They'll continue cooking a little bit on those silicone sheets. and then when you transfer them, they'll stiffen up. If you overcook them, if you cook them longer, they will they'll get hard, and you don't want that. Okay. Crumbly with frosting melted. You like crumbly cookies? So and the royal frosting that she uses is really yummy too. So I'll get that for you. KitchenAid, it's not going to be that easy. Well, okay, so some people do it with a hand mixer. If you have a really good hand mixer, you could do this. Or old fashioned, you guys. There wasn't KitchenAids when people were making cookies in the olden days. So use your hands. Use your hands. You could do that. Let's see. Me too. No, I'm not doing it in the microwave. So what I'm saying is, if you refrigerate the dough before cutting them out, don't put the butter or the dough in the microwave to soften it up. Okay, you need to let it sit out at room temperature. If the dough hardens, there's butter in it, and it's going to harden. So you want to let it just soften up, just like it's like this. But if you think you're going to do some cookies, just make the dough and then cut them out, cook them, and then put them in a bag. Okay? Okay, I'll do a live on the frosting. The frosting was a little different, but it's so good. And it's even messier, which I thought was really interesting. Okay, so let me show you again what the cookies look like. I made these on Thursday. Baby shower was on Saturday. Let me find a cracked one. I don't think there's a cracked one in the bunch. But okay, so this is what they look like. See, they look just like that. They're not, and this is done on the Epicure silicone sheet, and I'll get you a link. It's my daughter-in-law's. She sells Epicure, but this is what they look like. Aren't they great? They look just like when they came out of the oven, and look, super soft. And they're so good. Sorry, I didn't mean to eat on camera. But they're so good. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 days. 7 days, still super soft. Okay? I love that. But just keep them in a Ziploc. And they're not overly sweet, which I really love. And I love that they don't taste floury. And that's the thing I really, really appreciated. So I'm going to show you my cookies that I made again. I made little whales that look like piranha. But look how cute they have. I put little 6 lips in there. It looks like a fish in a bag. That was for the baby shower. Again, so I'll go over the recipe really quick again. So you need 2 sticks of unsalted butter. Just set them out. Not melted. Unsalted butter at room temperature, so they're smushy. And then 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, 1 egg, 3 teaspoons of vanilla vanilla emulsion, bakery emulsion. I got that at Michael's. You could get it at Joann's or Hobby Lobby, wherever, or Cake Supply, I'm sure has it. 3 teaspoons of this, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2 3/4 of all-purpose flour. If you want to go back and watch how I did it, it's kind of long, but it's okay. We have fun, right? And then I'll do the royal icing. Got to get those out of the oven. Hold on for just a second. Put the other ones in. These are the last ones to go in. If you have any questions, just let me know. Let's see. Doing food videos is very important to eat the finished product. Okay, good. So I'm going to sit here and eat the cookie. Really the best cookie. Oh my gosh. But I can't talk. It really is good. Like they sit on the counter, like staring at me going, you know you want to have a bite. But they really are good. Not super, super sweet. Not hard. They're super soft. And they are yummy. Yummy. My sister's awesome. Thank you, Jamie, for sharing the recipe. And thanks so much for you guys hanging out with me while I made some cookies for my kiddos. So we'll come back maybe tomorrow. We're doing some work on the patio. If you guys didn't know, we're putting up a patio. And we're going to do some work on that tomorrow. So I'll try to come on and do some royal icing. Like I said, it was a very interesting way to do it, but it's really good. Her icing is amazing and it tastes good. It's not hard. And it worked out pretty good. So anyway, I love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. And if you have any questions, drop them below and I'll try to answer them. This has been Dorina making some cookies for my kiddos. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.